man. Detroit versus everybody, man. Detroit, we rep the hardest, man. We gain the hardest. You know what it is, man. Detroit, CJ, holla at your boy when we get home.
Most exciting man in boxing. Exciting man in boxing. Led the Flair Cops. Shout out to Goodfellas Sports TV.
Yo, this is Deontay the Bronx Bummer Wild, the WBC heavyweight champion of the world. And I'd like to give a big shout out to CJ Goodfellas Sports TV. Bomb Squad, baby.
Man, here, man. 122 pounds and 10-5, man. Watch the Goodfellas Sports TV, bro.
Hey, you. Yeah, I'm talking to you. You right there watching this video, waiting for this live stream to start, or just watching the membership video, man, and why you should join the membership. Let's talk about it real quick, expeditiously. We got the 3 levels. You got the rookie level, you got loyalty badges, you got custom emoji badges, and you have members on the live stream. As we get more people flowing in to join the membership, I have members only live chat. That means everybody can see the video that want to see the video, but only members will be able to chat. That's $3. That's a rookie. The All-Star, you get personal shout outs before the videos, maybe after the video, mostly likely before the videos. You give a priority to reply in the chat. So as soon as I see you, I reply before anybody else. Get early access to pretty much all my non-boxing videos there, $10 a month. Then we got the boxing pound for pound superstar for all my boxing boys and gals out there. Get early access to prediction and most of our boxing content, virtual video collaborations, and open debate. So, you know, if you want to pre-record or go live and debate me for a whole video, you got early access to new videos. Some of the videos in the All-Stars will too. And priority reply in the comments. So I see in the comments, you get priority reply. No incident, $20 a month. So let me know what you guys think. Don't have a Patreon no more. So here's where you're going to get some of that exclusive content I used to have on the Patreon. Peace.
Shout out to my friends from Goodfellas TV, from Alexis Too Sexy Salazar.
Hey, qué rollo, quiero mandar un saludo a mi amigo Goodfella de parte de tu amigo Jaime Munguia. Un abrazo, carnal. Ánimo.
Alrighty then, we back. Hopefully the audio is satisfactory. I think I'll make sure I delete the other one. But I did the tags, all that. I deleted the other one. So yeah, make sure the audio is satisfactory. So let me know in the chat. You can follow us. If you listen to the replay on Spotify, follow us on YouTube at Goodfella TV. On YouTube, Goodfella _ TV313 on Twitch. And if you listen on Twitch and YouTube, you can listen to me the next morning, 9 or 10 a.m. I usually pick either 9 or 10. Goes up on the Spotify Anchor at Goodfella TV Podcast. You can hit the Linktree link that's pinned in the description on my Instagram, in the YouTube description, YouTube live chat, pinned in live chat. You can find it there. So, yep. But yeah, we had some fights last night. Let me see if the sound good. I think it was my mixer that was messed up. Yeah, the sound good, Renato? If the sound good, then we can go on. I went back and watched the Taylor fight last night. And so I watched that. I seen the Colbert fight live. I seen the Garcia and Antuanne Russell fight. I missed the Jordan and Costas fight, but that's what he get for losing, because he ducked the New UA and Donier, I think it was. I think that was 2 fighters he ducked. So good for him. Shout out to Puma Martinez. For getting it done, bro. So I kind of caught the end of that fight, bro. I came in from the birthday dinner yesterday. Then went to brunch today. But yeah, good for them. So as long as the audio good, we can move forward. Just putting the finishing touches on the video. Make sure everything good. So we good. So yeah, we started off with bet. We good. So we started off with Gary and Antuanne Russell. Have to redo the live, so hopefully everybody fall back in, or if not, you can see the replay. He had to do the live and redo it. Gary and Antuanne Russell is where I want to start at, but we'll cover today real quick. We will cover the Colbert fight. Shout out to Hector Garcia for beating Colbert. We'll cover Jaime Munguia and Jermall Charlo rumors. The Josh Taylor fight. We're going to cover the Gary and Antuanne Russell fight first. Then I'm going to go to the Charlo and Jaime rumors, and then we get that out the way. So let everybody know we live real quick. So 1 second. So what the hell just failed? But sure did just fall, whatever it was, probably like cologne or lotion or something like that. But yeah, man, we got the Gary Antuanne Russell fight last night. I didn't watch none of the Taylor undercard. I caught a couple rounds live, but like I said, I had to go to a dinner, so but I don't even know who's on the undercard. I mean, I look, bro. I was like, man, let me stream the Taylor fight, right? That's what I told myself. I was like, let me stream the Taylor fight, bro. And I had to think about it. I said, man, I got ESPN Plus. Man, I was like, man, I got ESPN Plus. What am I streaming the Taylor fight for? Like, literally, I was like, man, I got ESPN Plus. Well, I went in the living room bed, and I was trying to get some peace and watch it. Ain't no peace. Everybody getting ready to go to a birthday dinner. So I'm trying to watch it, and they're like, oh, let me get ready. Like, don't take me that long to get ready. So I had to kind of switch it around and stuff. So I couldn't really watch the fight like I wanted to watch the fight. But I knew from the first round that Josh Taylor was in trouble with Jack Catterall. But let's start off with Gary Antuanne Russell. He got the dub, right? And I got into it with Rick Glazer yesterday on Twitter. You got to understand, man. He got a hate for PBC, so he don't have no clarity, right? So he basically was saying Viktor Postol was old and washed up. Nah, I agree. He is on the back nine of his career. The dude is 38 years old. And one, he didn't deserve. That wasn't a good stoppage last night. Honest truth, wasn't a good stoppage. You wonder why the fight was 9 rounds. Gary Antuanne Russell went an average of 2.9 rounds in all of his fights, and he's never been past the 6. So the 10 rounds was posed to favor Gary Antuanne Russell because he never been past 6, and obviously it seemed like he had enough juice to go 12 rounds easy. And we were kind of saying on Twitter, people, somebody said he looked like a left-handed Sean Porter, which I'm like, bro, Sean Porter is no offense to Sean Porter, and Gary Antuanne Russell would be he have a great career if he had the career Sean Porter had, right? But if you notice what Gary Antuanne Russell did yesterday, bro, he diffused Postol of his jab and his right hand, and he made Viktor Postol be aggressive. And even when Viktor Postol was planting his feet and putting his weight on his front foot, he was effective, bro. When he was letting that 1-2 go, that jab he got is like it's a power punch. And that 2 he got is dangerous, but what he should have did was, you got a guy who never been past 6, that been on the average of 2.9 rounds. He should have been dropping that right hand to the body. But Gary Antuanne Russell wasn't letting him like making adjustments like he wanted to make adjustment. If you notice, bro, when Antuanne Russell got the proper distance, bro, his left hand just starts shooting off like a cannon. Cannon to the left, cannon to the right. And he couldn't miss it. It was a lot of times where him and Russell was hitting each other, Postol and Russell was hitting, and they wasn't even calling it. And Russell was pushing his head back with that left hand, bro. And, Postol, for him to be effective, he had to fight on the front foot and let that jab go in that 1-2. Because if he didn't, he wasn't going to keep Russell off of him. Russell did a good job going to the body. But, once he found his distance, bro, and lined his left hand up, I think that was a gift and a curse for Russell. And I mean by that, he fell in love with throwing a straight left. And Gary Russell Jr. had to remind him, throw the right hook. When he threw the right hook, that's when he hurt Postol. Postol can take his left hand. He could take his power hand. But when Gary Antuanne Russell threw the right hook, bro, it hit Postol on the temple. And if anybody talking about Postol washed up, bro, Postol ain't nowhere near washed up. He got his faculties. He got his legs. He still can take a shot. He can bite down, take a shot, bro. He just really, in my opinion, came off a victory versus Jose Ramirez. And he gave Josh Taylor a hell of a fight, bro. That was a really close fight. And Josh Taylor was lucky to survive with a victory. And he was in his backyard, and they gave him a wide-ass decision. And I like Josh Taylor that he didn't deserve versus Viktor Postol. Postol was competitive in that fight. He went down in the second, but he was competitive. Only person to really outclass Postol before last night, it was Terrence Crawford. And everybody said, well, Gary Russell don't move his head, and Gary Antuanne Russell don't do. Man, he's a pressure fighter, bro. And he's a kid, bro. He people do realize that, bro. He was not ranked inside the top. He was not ranked inside the top 15. Do people realize that this brother was not ranked inside the top 15 last night? He was not ranked inside the top 15. I say it again. This brother was not ranked inside the top 15, bro. And that's a fact. Them brothers, they wasn't. And for him to go in there, and Viktor Postol is one of the probably 7 best fighters at the weight division. There's nobody at 140 pounds outside of Josh Taylor that's more proven than Viktor Postol. And what Antuanne Russell did, he went from a prospect to a contender. Now he will crack the top 15 in the majority of the sanction belt. But it wasn't the top 15. And guys like Rick Glazer, he's not that good, and he struggled with a shot worn Postol. Like, where was Postol shot worn? Where has he ever showed the point where he's been at 38? He one of the freshest 38s I've seen besides Bernard Hopkins and Floyd Mayweather fought. He like one of the freshest 38s I've seen. Like Shamir, like Kell Brook and Amir Khan, they shot fighters. And think about it, for the majority of this man's career, he's been 140 pounds. And he looked, to talk some shit last night, bro. He looked pretty good physically. His legs was there. He moved well, took good punch. He took a lot of hellacious shots. And when he started planting and sitting on his shots, Antuanne Russell took a lot of shots. His knockout ratio don't say that many shots. That's because he moved. When Postol plant, he dangerous, bro. He's a dangerous fighter, man. He literally fought a nigga with that above average height and reach and welterweight. A lot of these guys that's gonna get belts, they never fought nobody like Viktor Postol. Never. He just whooped Jose Ramirez and gave Taylor everything he want. And some. So a lot of dudes who go around and get title, like if Ennis don't fight nobody better than Custio Clay than get a title, he ain't fought nobody like Viktor Postol. And this is a kid that's outside the top 15 who fought Viktor Postol, who actually gonna earn his spot inside the top 10 or top 15 for beating Viktor Postol. That's a fact. We can go through a lot of these dudes' resume. Who did Regis Prograis beat to be a top 10 contender? All I'm saying, people talk about, Regis Prograis really beat Josh Taylor. No, the fuck he didn't, bro. No, he didn't. Pull out your scorecards, bro. Anybody that's saying that in hindsight, pull out your scorecards. You can't score fights on the naked eye. Oh, it looked like he won. It looked like Catterall dominated last night from what I seen. But you go off the scores, he didn't dominate. He should have knocked Taylor out if he threw 3-4 punches, but he didn't dominate. And Viktor Postol is a hell of a fighter who still got a lot of faculties, still fought with a lot of his heart last night, took a good shot, still got good legs. He looked just as fresh as he did when he beat Lucas Matisse. And that's credit to him to being, dedicated to his craft. But Antuanne Russell earned a spot in the top 10 to 15. You look throughout a lot of these sanctioned belt bodies, a lot of these dudes ain't earned no spot, bro. You know what I'm saying? A lot of these dudes, who Mikey Garcia beat to earn the top 10 spot at welterweight? Come on. Who Jerron Ennis really beat? He beat Sergey Lipia, so be it. But you look at his peers in the other sanctioned belt bodies, bro. Come on. His talent is ranking him high. You know what I'm saying? That's just what it is, man. A lot of these dudes don't. Or Harry Davis, bro. He got beat by Catterall and Josh Taylor. Why he number 3? You know what I'm saying? I can see what Backrod Madama did is number 5 or whatever he is, and Sabril Matisse is high. I definitely can understand why that. But like I said before, this Antuanne Russell earned his top 10 ranking, top 15 ranking. A lot of these other dudes, didn't earn him, like Teofimo Lopez, bro. Why is he number 5, bro? He just lost to a nobody in a lot of people's opinion. I know who Kambosos was. He lost to a nobody. Regis Prograis, you look at his resume, bro. You said, well, Postol Doug Prograis. That's fine, cool. That's fine. I agree with that. But, you look at Regis Prograis, and there's no disrespect to him, bro. This nigga's like 35 years old almost already. Y'all said, well, you beat Josh Taylor. He didn't. And look who he fought. Ron Hernandez, Ivan Redcast. He fighting an actor, bro. Tyron McKinnon. Come on, bro. Like, come on. Who he beat? Who he beat? You know what I'm saying? To be in the top 10, Gary Russell earned his spot. Not saying he the greatest, but shit, at the end of the day, he's a kid, bro. He's a kid, and he went in there and he gave Postol, he worked him. That's the first time he went 10. That's the first round he went past 6. The first time he went past 6, bro. He really could say, a lot of people don't have a title eliminator that's that good, bro. A lot of dudes get titles now, the real world titles, actual Super WBA, actual WBC, IBF, WBO titles, and they don't have that he just had. They don't have that step up fight. They don't have that learning experience. You know what I'm saying? He had to fight a very crafty, good footwork, good feints, good balanced guy. And think about it, Terrence Crawford had enough respect for Viktor Postol to use lateral movement to diffuse him. Antuanne Russell used a totally different blueprint to beat him. He beat him with pressure. Did a hell of a good job. People just looking at him like this dude is a seasoned vet. Like I said before, you look at like some people like Rick Glazer, man, get the hate out your chest, bro. He said Colbert and Wilder are suckers. How's Colbert a sucker? He lost. How's Wilder a sucker? You know what I'm saying? He lost, so big. You know, a lot of people mad at Colbert because he brash, and that's what New York City guys are. They brash, they confident, they talk ish. He said what he said. Wilder don't have no skills. What was the lie? He picked Fury to beat him. Where's the lie? They mad also because he picked Terrence Crawford to beat Errol Spence. Can't have an opinion. Muhammad Ali was brash and had an opinion, and people did the same thing to him. The comeback got to be greater than the loss. Taylor exposed. He's an average inside fighter. He kept throwing uppercuts when Catterall was in the shell with his chin tucked. He should have thrown more hooks. He did try to throw more hooks. He should have just went to the body, bro. That's what he should have did. He don't have a real jab. He has a backhanded flicking jab. He don't really have, like, you see how Postol throws a jab, bro. How it's like a whip. You know how you look. You know how he throw that jab. Even like how he is. He not even like, he not really on. Russell knocks him off of balance, but you know how he throw that jab, bro. It snaps at the end of the shot. It's not necessarily a power jab, bro. But it's like it got power. It's a whip. And Josh Taylor throws a backhanded jab, and you're not gonna hurt nobody with a backhanded jab. It's a time and place. It's a range fighter. It's not meant to score. Catterall just, I get there. D-Ray Promotion, salute. He said, who is Rick Glazer? Sounds familiar, but he's like an insider, bro. That's the best way I can describe him. He's a boxing insider. Like I said before, I respect his insider game, but he just don't like PBC. Me neither, but I'm going to be objective. I'm not going to let my hate for PBC go to another fighter. He had a great performance, bro. This is a kid who was outside the top 15, bro. Like, come on. You act like this dude that's about to gear up for a title fight. And a lot of guys today that's about to be fighting with title. Virgil Ortiz ain't had a fight that tough. You know what I'm saying? Virgil Ortiz ain't never had this type of fight. You know what I'm saying? I'm saying, bro, people would, like I said before, get the hate out your chest. It's time to hate, and it's time to be honest. The kid did good last night. And Postol's a very crafty guy. And then, like, he shot. All the balance, the faculties, the legs there, the foot movement here. Taylor, good fighter, I'm talking about his lack of inside. But he can't fight on the outside neither. He's a pocket guy. He can get glad. Colbert need Bowman. I don't think Colbert need Bowman, bro. He just tried to knock somebody out when you in the knockout puncher. You keep saying that, like, okay, bro, what's your point? And just keep repeating the same thing. He said Catterall was sharp. Definitely could tell he trained hard for this one. Yep, he should. He just let the opportunity slip away. He should have threw combinations. He would have knocked that man out. Just like Thurman wasn't ranked inside the top 40. He said, you saying this was Al playing then. Like, what Al playing? What's his plan? I don't know what you're talking about. Postol ain't never took a beating. How he shot Glazer just talking. Yeah, he never, like, bro. Crawford outclassed him, but it wasn't a beating. Last night, like last night, man, that young nigga kept coming, bro. I mean, that dude is pretty good, bro. Boxing need more inside fighters like Antuanne Russell, bro. And he still, he did. That was the first time going past 6, and he trained hard. They said he was a valedictorian. He could have went a lot of different ways, but he chose to box. Shout out to Jerry. He said they kept the KO streak alive. Yeah, that was corny, bro. Postol deserved to keep going on. Facts. Postol deserved to keep going on. That was that was BS. So they allowed this kid to continue to be 15-0, which is not important. It's not important. He hurt him. He could have caught a stand at 8. But to stop it like that, I ain't like it. Jack Catterall good. He been in camp with Pacquiao, Mayweather, Canelo, Lucha Natural. Then Ramirez have a debatable Postol. Russell dominated him. Well, also Josh Taylor had a tough fight with him. Go watch that again, bro. Clint, what's going on? He said, no, Ramirez lost to Postol. He did. Josh Taylor damn near did too. The knockdown, I think he had 1 or 2 knockdowns. That coin machine was a good test. For who? For Virgil Ortiz? Okay. I mean, if you want to see coin machine was a good test. It wasn't that though. Postol actually was a title holder. Now a lot of people when he fought Crawford, he was the lineal. In a lot of people's minds, he was the number 140-pound fighter, bro. I always respected this game. These dudes be handed belts, no stiff competition before coming title. And this dude had a stiff fight, bro. That's what you need to be a world champion. That's what you need. And more fights like it, bro. Keep matching them. He said, what's going on, C-Doug? Keep matching them like that. Postol award today. And hopefully he be safe. Ramirez fighting next week as well, though. He moving up after Taylor fight because fighting Pedraza at 40. Then he's fighting Pedraza tomorrow. Was pushed back to Friday. Mr. S. Salute. O'Callaghan put me to sleep. Oh, I didn't even see O'Callaghan fight. I ain't see none of the undercard on ESPN. The early stoppage out playing. You think people going to take away the victory as my countryman is going through war. It's messed up, bro. I don't know why they call that stoppage. If it's out playing, it's out. What's 15-0 and 14 and 15-14? Come on. This is nobody care. Old boy from Top Rank stopping everything under the sun until he fought real fighters. What's his name? Edwin Berlanga. Russell forced him off that game plan. He did. But, Postol, before you knock him out, Postol going to throw fire. He's a better puncher than his record indicate when he playing. Russell skill but need work on his defense, lunging in too much. Lucky he wasn't in there with a puncher. Charles back leg jiggle a little bit, but no, see, he's top 15. He didn't get hurt. Probably was more of a sticker thing or plenty. Postol didn't hurt him. If he hurt him, he would have slowed that man down. He didn't slow him down a bit. And as far as the defense, bro, you fighting a very rangy, orthodox fighter. That's it is what it is. He fought a very good guy, and there's a reason Crawford, used lateral movement. You can lunge in like that, bro. When you calculate it, you can lunge in. You can do it. You know what I'm saying? Roy Jones just do it all the time. You can lunge in the way that kid lunged in because it was calculated. That's why. He was lunging in with a purpose, and Postol couldn't do nothing about it. If he could, them uppercuts would have been landed. There's a method to his madness, bro. People say he lunging in. He was lunging in with you could be in there with a punch all you want to, but if I'm lunging in, it's calculated. You can't plant. If I'm going to your body, I'm jabbing your chest, bro, and pushing you back. You can't plant. Who gonna really plant versus him in this division, bro? Think about that for a minute. Who gonna really sit there and bang with him on the inside, bro? He getting leverage on the shots. He just needed to lose his right hook more. That's about it. He just needed to use his right hook. How he used his right hook, bro, the fight would have been over with. You're right. Coin machine was never a title holder. I thought Antuanne got to get that belt now. Well, he just got into the top 15. So ain't no belt for a while for this kid. Breeders was there dressed as Super Mario, gave O'Callaghan McDonald's in the ring. He finds Zepeda next to Stockton. Ramirez. You think Jack Catterall is going to get opportunity for a title? I don't know. I met him in Vegas. Good guy. Cali and Breeders faced off. Not sure if Breeders would kill that kid. Top 40 at 40 if Taylor is 147. D-Way promotion. They even flew in Israel Alessandre to hold up the Nigerian flag next to AJ Eddie, doing way too much. Antuanne Russell would be a good fighter in the World Series 140 if Taylor moves up. He's a minute away from a title, bro. He just cracked the top 15, so we're probably talking about 3 or 4 more fights before he in a title fight. He didn't even mention the title yesterday, so he probably 3 or 4 fights out. But you look at the thick of the division before we move on. I'm gonna talk about Charlo for a second, and we finished the other 2 fights. You look at the thick of this division, bro. Look at the top fighters. Zepeda, great fighter, met him. Albert Palillo, Jermall Pounce, Catterall lost his position next to Liam Parr. Have you heard of any of those guys not named Zepeda? You feel me? You heard Sabril Matisse. Have you heard of Ishmael Barras? No. So like I said before, I like the bottom. I like the bottom 5 of most sanctioned belt bodies, and even though Sabri is number 2 in the IBF, I like the bottom 5 better, man. With guys like Postol, Catterall, he high in that one. You know, Pedraza, you know what I'm saying, Backward Dominative, the one that fought Mario Barrios and one of Spencer Porter undercard. You know, I like some of the other guys in there, bro. Montana Love somewhere down there, one of these things. Montana Love, like Brandon Lee. Hopefully Robert Jr. give a good speed recovery. He look good. I mean, I like a lot of the bottom five guys. I know Brombosa somewhere in there, Sandor Martin, he up behind. Like I said before, I like a lot of them bottom guys. Let's talk about Jermall Charlo. I heard he could fight Caleb Plant. I could fight Caleb Plant next. Carlos Adames and Jaime Munguia. The Munguia fight will be on pay-per-view. So you know, like I said before, it's a good fight, you know, but then again, you know, now they looking for a cancellation prize because they didn't get Canelo. Canelo tied up for 3 fights. You know, he making 160 million reportedly for the bottom 3 fights. And like I said before, I favor Charlo probably 55, 60 to 40, 55, 45 to Munguia. But like I said, there's been reports coming out of that camp from the PBC side that he has some issues with making the weight. And with him having issues making the weight, if you can't make the weight, just move up. You know, him and Caleb Plant should fight on the same card, showcase, and then fight later on this year. No point in having an excuse like Josh Taylor. First, he said, "Well, I make 140 easy," but we seen him kind of like miss 140 pounds on the first attempt, like 1 or 2 times. So if you really struggling to make that weight, and there's a game plan at 168, go ahead. You know, but if you want to say fight Adames is a guy who fades on the back half of fights. Even at 60 versus Derevchenko, he kind of fade, but he pretty dangerous. It's more risk than reward. Just another title defense. It doesn't put the cherry on top of his 160-pound reign. Munguia, yeah, puts a cherry on top because Munguia is a former belt holder. Adames lost to Patrick Teixeira. And then also, too, with Munguia, bro, he brings a fan base there, too. So they can do big numbers in Texas. So Munguia is either Genovic or Charlo. Genovic is all wrist. He's a good fighter, upright. He can punch. But, you know, you lose to Genovic. If you lose to Charlo, most people say, well, still career after Charlo. You lose to Genovic, even though Genovic can end up being a better fighter than Charlo. People like it's all over, like they do with Colbert. It's not particularly over with. But like I said, for Charlo, you know, Munguia is the best punctuation mark he can make at 168 pounds. 160 pounds. Yes, should they have got in there and got him Murata before Triple G got him? Yeah, if you got to go to Japan, you got to go to Japan. You know, Murata, then Munguia, it would have been punctuation on his career. Demetrius Andrade would have been a better punctuation in both of those fights. But then again, he didn't want to fight Demetrius Andrade because he don't do good over southpaws. And that's the honest truth. You know, they both fought Dennis Hogan. You know what I'm saying? And like I said before, could he lose to Munguia? Absolutely. Munguia is, you know, he looked good physically his last fight. He another guy that fought at home and didn't look good. A lot of guys fight at home and don't look good. But physically, he's explosive. He can punch. And he can take a shot. And his conditioning is really good. And Charlo don't come in good condition. That might be the difference in the fight. But as far as the skill set, it's not a gap there. It's not a gap. We know Charlo can take a shot. You know, we know that for sure. We know Charlo got dog in him. But he's starting to fade a little bit condition-wise. And if that's not being focused, you hear rumors about him trying to bait Canelo in. You hear rumors about, you know, he might be busting at the seams. He might not be committed. You know, I say one thing about Jaime. If he come in the way he did versus Gabriel Rosado physically, that gap versus Charlo is going to be a pick'em fight. If Charlo don't come in shape. But Charlo come in shape and take it serious, and it's a punctuation mark for a career at 160. That's the best name he got on his resume from a name standpoint. Not technically, it's probably Derevchenko, but people look at Derevchenko's resume and go, oh, he was a fucking bum. But we know Derevchenko, really, the Danny Jacobs should have been a draw. He should have beat Triple G. So, I mean, at the end of the day, it's a good fight to capitalize his 160-pound career. Obviously, Demetrius Andrade would have been the ideal fight, but he didn't want to fight Demetrius Andrade. And for the most part, that's what he's going to be remembered for. He's going to be remembered for not fighting Demetrius Andrade as of right now. If he loses to Jaime Munguia, he'll be remembered for losing to Jaime Munguia. But, you know, he beat him. That'll be the best name on his 160-pound resume. Name. Not saying the best name and best fighter is two different fucking things. best name and best fighter. But like I said before, it's a trap fight. It's a trap fight. It is. And Munguia can go on still be a great fighter. But if Charlo don't come in condition, bro, it's gonna be a problem, bro. It's gonna be a problem. Any fight he go to, the Adames fight, it's risk. He should win the fight, but Adames can punch a little bit, and the Adames, if he get his conditioning down pat, he's a threat to Charlo, man. The biggest threat. Then he fight Caleb Plant. I mean, I like to see Caleb Plant get a victory. If Charlo gonna go to 60, get the Vic, go let your Plant showcase on the card with Plant, and then y'all go do it. They're gonna put a 68-pound, $75 price tag on it. I'm down for the fight. I mess with Jaime. He showed me love. I buy it. I like Jermall Charlo. Don't like the way he moves, but I like him as a fighter. He said PBC having unpredictable outcomes good for the sport, or last night was bad matchmaking for those who got upset. And somebody mentioned like Top Rank been kind of tripping on their matchmaking too, and they probably told them like, bro, like he probably told TFM like just duck can both. So Josh Taylor should have just moved up and avoided Catterall. He would have avoided the issue, but some people need a little wake-up call. We're going to see how Lopez and Taylor come back. Tournament fighting other contenders on his level. Matias is a killer. Y'all like Sabrina Matias. PBC never let their fighters outside Emmanuel Rodriguez fight in the World Box Super Series. RIP. They always let smaller guys go. RIP Warrior. He said Selden should be banned after what he did to Zab. Shaking my head. Yeah. I heard Zab I hope Zab got some money out of it. Said Munguia, he says Javier Charlo, the same Charlo that said I'm gonna keep fighting bumps until I get Canelo fighting all. What does Jaime bring over Andrade? But I get the Mexican fan. That's gotta be what it is. He in the southpaw neither. Neutral Natural say Charlo should have been staying active, fighting more often. He wouldn't have weight problem. That's any PBC fighter, But do you really want to cherry pick and see what happened to Colbert, see what happened to Jordan Costas, and you know what I'm saying? See what happened with them. You take less money, you lose. That's how they look at it. I take less money to stay active. And should be fight 3 or 4 times a year. But Bob Arum just said on Boxing Scene that he tried to get Taylor to fight 3 or 4 times. He could 10 with fight 2 times a year, and that's not good, bro. People said, well, it's less punishment. In a way, it's not, because you got to stay sparring. You got to stay sparring, bro. And sparring, bro. If you fight more, you ain't got to spar that much. You motherfuckers be sparring 130 rounds in camp. That's why it's harder than a fight. You spar 100 rounds for, 8 weeks, and then you sparring in between fights to stay healthy. Like sparring where all your injuries come from what I heard most of them. Munguia have to get fed to the wolves. Andrade or Charlo, pick one. But Andrade is gone, bro. He's gone. He's either gonna fight Zenebek or Charlo, from what I'm hearing. And like I said before, I think he's competitive with both of them. We've seen lesser guys be competitive, so. Like I said before, he's explosive, bro. And he got some good conditioning when he on point. Colbert said all that about Wilder and get in there and be all things that he called Wilder inside the ring. Well, he more skilled than Wilder, so you can't take that away from him. He right. Wilder ain't had no skill. So, like I said before, he picked Tyson Fury. You know what I'm saying? That's he was right. Get that little nigga some credit. He lost. It's different when you in there. You be like, man, I'll do this, I'll do that. It's different when you in the heat of battle, bro. It's different. Niggas like, I'll take a bullet for my mama. When the time comes, 80-90% of niggas ain't gonna take that bullet. That's what separates people in the Secret Service. You really gonna take a bullet for the president, bro, to the heart, to the chest? When you really do that, a lot of people say, yeah, I die for my mama, I die for my family. But when it comes to it, bro, a lot of niggas' natural instinct is to get the hell up out of Dodge. He said, CJ, Chad, we got to get to the bottom of something, but I'm gonna wait to Josh Taylor's segment. Javier Logan, C-Dub say Wilder Warrior side of the ring, no running. Hey, it's what it is. Wilder is like Malik Scott said, Wilder is one of 2 fighters he know that really meant they'd die inside the ring. Could be foolish. You know what I'm saying? But that you mean what you say, oh man, it's a word. That's something you can't put inside a fighter. Talk about 115-pound division. What you want to talk about? Taylor versus Kill. I didn't see the Costas fight. I seen like the last round. Taylor versus Kill, bro. I forgot the fight was on. I was like, I'm about to go home and watch Head of State or watch Friday or something, bro. I ain't start watching New Fresh Prince. I'm gonna watch it though. I was like, man, I'm sitting at J. Alexander's. I said, man, the damn fight's on. I had to, man, bro. I had a day yesterday, bro. I got back, I had to rush to the bathroom, bro. Taylor versus Brooke, who you pick? Taylor still. Good fight though, bro. Got a chance. Spark say is a gap between Charlo and Munguia skill for Charlo shot KO. I don't think so. I don't think it's. I mean, I agree. It's probably it's a gap. I agree, but he ain't gonna knock that man out. If the Munguia showed up from the last fight and the best Charlo showed up, he probably will knock him out. But as far as skill set, it ain't a big gap. It's experience is the gap. But as far as the skill, I don't think Charlo the most skillful. I don't want to disrespect him, but he real basic. And sometimes you just gotta be basic. Good jab, good foot movement. But like I said, as far as skill for skill, bro, I just think it's experience gap. That's it. He probably I don't think he knocking out. He might knock out Munguia, but who the hell he knocked out at 60? I don't know, bro. I don't know. If he come the best he can come, and Munguia come the best he come, my favorite Charlo. But it wouldn't be surprised if he lost that fight. It wouldn't be surprised if Al Heyman sold him out on the scorecards. It wouldn't surprise me. You risking your life for sparring. Yeah. I interviewed Joel Diaz on my boy channel. It's Colossal Sports TV. He said back in the day, that's how the trainer, that's how his eye got messed up. He said more injuries occur in sparring than they occur in the ring. And Earl said he got his eye injury in sparring. A lot of people don't believe it, but it could have happened. So, yeah, a lot of injury. Think about it. All right, think about this for a minute, right? If you sparring, bro, you sparring. Let's say, I don't know how many rounds they spar camp. Let's say 8-week camp. I'm going to just throw a number. I could be wrong. 100 rounds. You sparring 100 rounds for 8-week camp, right? On top of you sparring 100 rounds, you cutting weight, right? So you cutting weight, you running, you cutting weight. That's why sparring really don't matter. You bring in sparring partners who don't have a fight coming up, and you trying to cut 20, 30 pounds or 10 or 15 pounds. Even if you're trying to cut the last 5, it's difficult. That's why they say the camp is harder than the actual fight. You cut the weight down, then, then the fight. That's why they say the fight is one fight. You sparring, you got 12 rounds. You're preparing 100 rounds for 12 rounds. Then imagine, let's say they did 50 rounds for 8-week camp, right? Because you stay active. You fight 3 or 4 times a year. But if you fighting twice a year, what are you doing? Oh, my homie called me. Let me give me a minute. I'll be right back. No disrespect.
Hey, you. Yeah, I'm talking to you. You right there watching this video, waiting for this live stream to start, or just watching the membership video, man, and why you should join the membership. Let's talk about it real quick, expeditiously. We got the 3 levels. You got the rookie level, you got loyalty badges, you got custom emoji badges, and you have members on the live stream. As we get more people flowing in to join the membership, I have members only live chat. That means everybody can see the video that want to see the video, but only members will be able to chat. That's $3. That's a rookie. The All-Star, you get personal shout outs before the videos, maybe after the video, mostly likely before the videos. You give a priority to reply in the chat. All right, yeah, my bad. My homie, we had a situation earlier. But yeah. So yeah, you think about it. If you ain't sparring, right? If you ain't fighting and you fight once, twice a year, so what you doing to stay sharp? You sparring. So you probably sparring more rounds than Sugar Ray Robinson would. Sugar Ray Robinson fighting every other month, every other week. You know what I'm saying? So, he probably ain't sparring because he just fought. So you're not fighting, you sparring to supplement the fighting. You sparring more rounds. You interchange the sparring partners. You got guys that's coming in heavy, guys that's not making weight. So yeah, man, yeah. That's why it's a bigger opportunity. If I spar 50 rounds in an 8-week camp and I fight 10 and 12, guess what? I've 50 times is a bigger chance than it happening 12 times. You know what I'm saying? So that's why more injuries happen. You cutting weight. You doing 2 days. You probably conditioning in the morning. You coming back. You fighting guys that could be on pads, couldn't be on pads. See the story about Fury sparring, taking the pads out. Fishy shit going sparring too. Sparring is dangerous, bro. You putting in all the factors I put in, probably some other. You know what I'm saying? So Colbert had no dog him all flash without being effective. Well, I'll get there. When the time came, I standing right there with the hammer in my hand, and my mom boyfriend held the gun. Yeah, fight or flight. I chose fight, and that's different though. You know what I'm saying? But some of these niggas, man. I mean, listen to the Curtis Martin story. It's crazy. I was listening to a story the other day, and everybody has done things they're not proud of. And that's the craziest shit about life. They use them kids as human shields before they take the bullet. Oh, Nino Brown. Ian Rodriguez versus Juan Estrada. Juan Estrada ain't about to fight Chocolito, so I don't know. You one thing about Juan Estrada, bro,
he could tame a young, energetic, young bunny. So I probably won't put him in there. I probably look at where Sora Riverstein is doing before I put him in there. Juan Estrada. Juan Estrada gonna live off somebody that's energetic. You ain't gonna thug it out with Juan Estrada. You might, but I'd probably just take a little bit slow with Bam. Plus, ain't Juan the franchise champion? Or yeah, he said Omi doesn't swell up. He talking about Munguia. Yeah, Charlos don't either. Really, nothing wrong with basic. Sonny Liston was basic, but he used to get the job. Sonny Liston had like a fucking 20,000 inch reach, bro. They said his hands was big as hell too. Me and Lion Killer, check out Lion Killer podcast. We was talking about the conversation a while ago. Yeah, Sonny Liston, man. Yeah, look at this shit right here. That's funny you bring that up before I move on to the fight. Look at this nigga hand, bro. Imagine that nigga slapping you. Man, he slap your mom on that. Hey, Mr. Liston. Yeah, I'm gonna get the gun. I'll be right back. Yeah, Sonny Liston, he wasn't tall, but shit, he had 6'1", 81 inch reach, 84 inch reach. Yeah, Sonny Liston was a bad man, bro. Ain't that the fight that he made? Ain't that the fight that he beat up Floyd Patterson and Customato said he had the chin of a poet? Sparring idiots in boxing. Said Taylor versus Thurman is a good matchup and bad for both of them. The timing makes sense. I agree with that one. He said, just become a vegan in 2 months until, well, you know what? Bernard Hopkins swear against being a vegan. Bernard Hopkins say being a vegan in boxing isn't good, bro. You want to support the channel, Cash App, $ CJ Good 313. Go listen to him say that. Kell Brook versus Keith Thurman. So Keith Thurman needs to shut up about risking his life in the ring. You signed up for it. You can't sign up for the military and start crying. Along my IG, what about it? I know he went back over there, but yeah, I like it. Ended off. I like Jaime and Jermall Charlo. Hell of a fight, bro. I pray for Charlo, but if he don't come in his A game, he gonna get in trouble. Kid, he ascending. He's still going up, and Charlo, I think Charlo, numbers wise, the numeral numbers tell us that he either climaxing or he on the downside of his career. So he 32, and the boy 32 years old. And the only signature fight he got is 32, 31. He's 32 in May. So I'm putting years on you, a couple months on you. They say the only signature fight that the man got is J-Rock. Some of these niggas ain't got a signature fight neither. But hey, he didn't want to fight Demetrius Andrade. Hey, it is what it is. Can't make these dudes fight. But yeah, y'all want to go to the Colbert fight? We're trying to go Colbert next, Josh Taylor next. I don't know. Let's go Josh Taylor next. We'll say Colbert. I think Colbert got more material on it. Oh yeah, I went back and watched the fight. I watched it a little bit yesterday, Catterall and Taylor. And I knew from the first. Look, I'm gonna tell you this. I knew from the first round of the Catterall and Taylor fight and the Garcia and Colbert fight. I knew from the first round that they both was gonna lose, or it's gonna be a tough night. After one round, I knew it. The only question was, can Catterall sustain what he was doing, and could Hector Luis Garcia sustain what he was doing? That's the only question. And they did. And the problem with Catterall is he didn't take the fight, bro. That's the fact. Catterall did not take the fight. Catterall, what was the 8th round? He threw a 4-piece. He threw like a right, threw a jab, a left, came back with a left and a right or something like that. He dropped Josh Taylor. It wasn't no flash knockdown like Andre Ward went back and said that he hurt him. He did hurt him. And Catterall just didn't put his foot on the gas. He was a nice guy, bro. I did an interview on him in Vegas. Just put Goodfella TV in and Jack Catterall. He's a nice guy, bro. And his temperament might be too nice, because I just think he should have threw 3 or 4 punches and this fight would have been over with. You measure somebody with the 1-2, especially the 1. You started tapping him with the 1. He was throwing a very good power jab. And you see the Josh Taylor, he threw a good 1-2. Speed and timing and all that 1-2, but he never built off of it to the 8th round. Then it was 3 or 4 shots in a row, and that's what he should have been doing. 1, 2, 3. You start hitting with the 1. He just hit. He found the 1 too fast. He peaked right there. That's 1-2. Usually you get the 1, you find the 1. And then when you really get comfortable, you like George Foreman, you can hit Michael Moore with the the 1-2 and knock him out. But he didn't punch like George Foreman, but he punched hard enough to knock him out. And what Catterall should have been doing, if you watch my IG Live, I said it earlier, he should have been, when he found the 1-2, it should have been the 1-2, the 3 downstairs, and then the 3 upstairs. It should be the 1-2, the 3 upstairs. Or he should have said 1-2, 3, 1-2, and doubled up a hook upstairs or downstairs. He said 1-2, hook upstairs, hook downstairs. He couldn't miss Josh Taylor. And somebody mentioned like Josh Taylor not using his hooks. He couldn't use his hooks. He was throwing the same hooks that Antuanne Russell was throwing last night. These very tight hooks, and Catterall straight punches got there before the hook did. Every time. He really tried to get on the inside of Catterall, and Catterall just had good footwork, good timing, good defense. And Catterall just didn't move his hands enough. Catterall should have won this fight by knockout. So should have Hector. Garcia should have won the fight by knockout. You hitting somebody with the 1-2. You fighting for undisputed. 3, 4, 5 shots. You know what I'm saying? He should have been 1-2, right hook to the body. 1-2, right hook to the head. 1-2, double hook. Double to the body, or go 1 up downstairs, 1 upstairs. 1 downstairs, 1 upstairs. Look at the angle that he got. That's 1, 2. You know what I'm saying? That's 1, 2. You can do whatever you want to do. You go 1, 2. You could have came back with the 2 to the body, bro. He left punches out there, bro. He really did. He left a lot of punches out there. When he do 3 or 4 combinations, he dropped them in and never went back to it again. And it is your coaching staff, your training staff, your coach to let you know what you did. And he coasted from 9-10. After the knockdown, he coasted. And you can't sit there and cry that I was robbed, had a great performance, bro. I don't like this saying, but it is something to say about you didn't take the belt from the champion. There's something to say about that. He didn't. Just a 1, 2, 3. I mean, like a jab, straight left, right hook. That's all you had to do, bro. Josh Taylor was just running in with no plan. He was running into shots. That's kind of like Rigondeaux. But the difference, Rigondeaux had 1-punch knockout power. He lost yesterday too. You walking him into shots, you ain't gonna beat him, especially after the top ranked and lost 1 undisputed champ. You ain't gonna beat him with 1, 2 shots. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Look at the angle that he got right there. That's perfect for the jab, perfect for the right hand. You hit the right 1, 2, step back over to your lead hand. You step over to that lead hand, 1, 2, throw the right hook, pivot over to your lead hand. You can drop that. You can drop this. You can drop that left to the body just to bring that guard down. That's all it was. He came over the top of his flicking jab. He should have did. He should have went 2, stepped over. Look at Taylor. He squared that way. He angled that way. Look at there. That's 1, 2, roll over. Drop that right hand. You can drop that right hand right to the body. This man, he left it out there. The 9, 10, 11, 12, whatever happened with the referee, he left it out there. He thought when he knocked him down, I know somebody told him in the corner he had it sold up. He didn't. He didn't have it sold up. And that's the thing about it. I had this, I had it. I had Taylor winning 2, 7, 9, 10, and 12. It's 5 rounds. I had Catterall winning 1, 3, 4, 5, 6, 8. You know what I'm saying? And that was it. So he won 7. He was up 7 points on my card. He had 7 rounds. Then he just made. Then the referee took him. That should have been a 10-9 for Taylor in the 11. The referee was terrible. That's why people don't like going over to the UK. So, that was my scorecard. I watched it again. I still had Catterall winning by 1. Can't call 1 or 2 points in robbery. Even though Catterall dominated from 3 to 6. And he had 2. Look at that. He dominated down there. After he got that knockdown, he went into survival mode. And look how critical round 1 was, too. He lost round 1. You know what I'm saying? Shit, he still lost. Yeah, it's his fault, bro. I ain't gonna lie, it's his fault.
I like Catterall. Hell of a guy, bro. He said Liston beat up cops and went to jail, then became like the top fighter in actual prison, then got recruited by the mob after jail. He was different. Yeah. Josh Taylor was looking for one shot all night. Catterall couldn't finish how he started. No, because he never built on his climax in this fight. His climax was this point right here. This was his climax. When he dropped him, he put a combination together. He threw 4 shots, I believe it was. Look what happened. He hurt him. Then he just mails it in from there. He could have threw them same 4 shots. He could have threw them same 4 shots in round 6, and this fight would have been over with. They probably would have dragged Josh Taylor to the back and brought him back out, though. But he should have won this fight by knockout, and that's his fault. You know, you're an opponent, man. You got to come in and try. But hey, he didn't. So I don't feel bad for him. I had a close fight. You know, I thought Catterall just dominated to the naked eye. Why Josh couldn't get away from the overhand left is amazing. Timing, bro. That jab was the reason he couldn't get away from it. And then right there, your answer. That jab was, man. It was like that Postol jab. It's a crack. He cracked the whip. It's like, you know, it's not a rangefinder, but it's not a power jab, but it's an effective jab. That's all I could say. And then he cocked that left hand. He was throwing it. He was throwing it with some power. If he was a one-punch knockout artist, man, we'd be partying talking about Catterall is undisputed. But you a volume shot puncher. When you throw shots like that and you got people like this on their heels, it's a 1, 2, roll, come back with the 2. Or do something. It's 1, 2, drop the 2 to the body, come back with the hook upstairs. He lost that fight, bro. He lost that fight. Now, you know, even though I thought he won, he lost that fight from lack of competence. I told my boy at the 11, he about to lose. He can't coast the last 2 rounds. He coasted the last, look, he coasted on my card. He coasted like the last 4 or 5 rounds. After the 8th round, he coasted 9, 10, 11, 12. You could have knocked him out, bro. Anytime after the 5th round, you could have knocked him out. You know, it is what it is. He can't coast, and you're not the money man or the champ. I don't understand why he didn't go all out. Things not meant to be understood. He just thought he was going. I don't know. You go to somebody's home, backyard, you think you're going to get a decision? Your card pretty accurate. Josh said, yeah, I watched it this morning. I'm tired. I'm finished drinking this Jack Daniels whiskey can, which is pretty damn good, Jack Daniels. I usually get the Crown Royal. They just came out with this Jack Daniels shit. I usually drink the Crown Royal one, but yeah, it's Jack Daniels real good too. Crown Royal good too. The apple and the rest of that shit pretty good. But Ugas did that dumb stuff with Porter. Thought the first half of the fight win the whole fight. You know, gotta pick it up. Had the same pretty much. Kind of name was salute. Nandada say, salute to you, bro. You know your shit. Catterall won to the naked eye. Yeah, man, bro. Yeah, I was trying to watch it. Girls get ready. I'll get your clothes on. Get your clothes on. It's my daughter's 18th birthday. They'll get your clothes. I'm watching it. The first round, like, oh, Catterall about to win. When Taylor can't get away from 1-2s and jabs, he like to get on the inside. And Catterall was prepared. He got up under Taylor. You know what I'm saying? He got up under him. That's another thing. He was able to hold. He was able to get up under him. And that's what happened when you're the taller fighter. Catterall I think he might have had a longer reach to the naked eye, but they don't have it on box rack. That's what happened when you able to get up under somebody, bro. That's a Andre Ward type of Bernard Hopkins. You know, you able to get their shoulder up under their stomach. That take energy out of Taylor. That shoulder to his hip to his stomach area, that's good as a body punch. So when Taylor tried to get on the inside and just rough him up and Catterall would let him land them tight hooks. You know, the body was there, but Taylor just didn't take advantage of the body. The body was there for Taylor, you know. Taylor would get in here, bro, take a shot, and then he would throw this left hook and right hook combination, and Catterall would just keep his chin tucked, bring his hands back home. He would take it away. And if he did land it, he just overshot the target, which he didn't have. It wasn't effective anymore.
Yeah, he threw the same like tight hooks like Antuanne Russell did. He would slip and he'd get here and he would come with this. And Catterall was very prepared, bro. Catterall he got right there to the prize and he just didn't move his hands. You know, he can feel his emotions was I won, I did this, I did that. I landed shit like this. You get somebody in a position like this, she come over the top. I won, but guess what? You didn't. You didn't do enough. Taylor had some mini punch opportunity. He overshot the target. That's what happened when you fight at home, bro. You try to over impress. It's kind of like going. Remember when Granddad on the Boondocks had that fine chick? He was going crazy. She was so fine. He was yelling at people and shit. He went over to like Peru or something. She was doing some philanthropy work. She's like, this is just not gonna work. Times more than salute. See, he's scared of the ref. Every time he would get under Taylor and clinch, the ref would get involved. But he definitely gave up the last 4 rounds. Yep, that referee was terrible, bro. None of them points should have been took on Benjamin Foe. Salute. Hit the like button. CJ, who got a better resume? Spence, Henneman, Taylor. I would go. Well, he about to fight Ugas. We see how that go, but. Well, then again, Josh Taylor doesn't have the volume of fights. So that's an interesting right there. Taylor doesn't have the volume. Hold on, my bad. I'm tripping. I'm glad they put that button there. He don't have the volume, bro. So he got 19 fights, 13 KOs, Catterall, Ramirez, Regis, Barashnik, pretty good, Ryan Martin. Viktor. I would probably go Marquez. Miguel Vázquez really good. Harry Davis is really good. Well, it was a good win. He not really. I'll probably go. Spence has been more dominant over his competition. Because of that last fight. I don't know. Without Ugas, I'm gonna go Taylor. With Ugas, I see how I play out. With Ugas, I'll probably go Spence. But I'll probably go Taylor. Got a better resume. Just in his 16 fights, he got a better resume. You know, he finally fought Porter, Mikey, but I think Spence is the better fighter. But when he fight Ugas, I think, and plus, you got to remember, he took a couple years off. So when he fight Ugas, it's Spence. But we'll see how he do versus Ugas. Josh Taylor career won't last. He getting busted up every fight. Yeah. We got to remember Taylor only got 18. Also, Catterall has close to 30. Salute facts. So yeah, I probably go when Spence fight. I'll say Spence because as long as he fight Ugas, I'll go Spence. But honestly, bro, either or, they have both hell of a fighters, bro. Both hell of a fighters. Both hell of a fighters. But yeah, Catterall lost that fight by not moving his hands and throwing combinations. And I don't know what his corner was telling him, but he lost that fight by not throwing combinations, bro. And it was there, bro. You throw when you landed a 1, make sure the thumbs up button. You landed a 1, then you landed a 2, in the 3, 4, 5. And when he threw it in the 8th round, he landed a knockout. So he left that fight on the table, unfortunately, bro. But like I said before, you can't help but like the guy when you talk to him, bro. I'm telling you that, bro. Hell of a guy, man. Cool. But like I say, he was prepared, bro. If they fight again, will it be the same result? I think if they fight again, the adjustment is on Catterall. I don't think Taylor could do nothing different. Maybe if they fight somewhere neutral, he probably want to exert himself, But I think Catterall, the adjustment would be on Catterall. He said he looked defeated when the ref took that point. It's messed up. Maybe Taylor had a bad. You at home, people tend to try to over impress at home. I'm not gonna read too much into the win, but man, yes, he said he's gonna move up, and that's definitely gonna carry. That's definitely gonna carry up with him, bro. Maybe this might be good. He fly under the radar a little bit, Maybe this would be good, but y'all got any other questions on there, I'll answer. But let's move on to Christopher Colbert. He fought Hector. You know what? Like I said before, even when you can make a cat, I thought Catterall won the fight, but I understand the decision. I'll tell you this, bro. When I seen this first round, I was in the Discord. We had we chat about the boxing, in the Discord, all right? You can join the Discord by joining the membership or Cash App for $5. But hit me up on social media for your Cash App me $5 so I know who it is. Send you the link, but you can just hit the Linktree link. It's pinned in the live chat. It's in the description. But he had that first when he fought and when he went out there in the first round, bro. I knew he was in trouble, bro. You want to know why I knew he was in trouble? It was just something about Hector Luis Garcia was loopy, bro. But it wasn't like the Miguel Vasquez like awkward loopy. It was like, bro, he had loopy shots that snapped. Like when he had heavy, when you see loopy fighters, bro, they usually don't have the most heaviest hands. Like Miguel Vasquez kind of a little loopy, but you see these loopy fighters, man. They like the little bolo fighters, man. They got good pop, but a lot of them don't have a pop that Hector Luis Garcia had. When Garcia was landing his loopy shots, he was hitting Colbert. And then Colbert was like, you know what, bro? I'm going to sit in the pocket and I'm going to throw with him, right? He said, I'm going to sit in the pocket and I'm going to throw with him. And the thing was, he was trying to catch him in between his shots. But the thing was, when he did catch Garcia, bro, he couldn't hurt him. When Garcia felt his pop, it was a wrap. And for somebody like Colbert, for the way he fight not to have pop, I think I agree with somebody. He needed a different coach or he needed a different overhaul. He made $400,000 last night, Metro said. The reason he make that type of money, he was a hot shot in the amateurs, bro. That's what happened. He was a really hottie touted amateur. Go watch Counterpunch on Netflix. It explained. He just chose not to go to the Olympics because he didn't want to get robbed, which that belt means something. But if you look how he fight, bro, he fights linked over, bro. Like how Postol when he plant and he generate power, he fight in the front foot. You can't fight like that, bro. You can't fight with your body position. That's how you fight. And I noticed that in the King Tug fight. You can't fight like this and not be able to punch. When you got all your weight and your torso is like this, look how you going. That mean you stepping into every punch as a puncher. When you fight on the front foot like this, most Europeans go upright, right? You know, most guys, you know, like I can't really explain it. Most guys like Mayweather, you know, they kind of got that. Yeah, I can't really explain it, but when you fight, when your torso is like this, bro, and you leaning over this front foot like that, if you're gonna be successful at that, you're gonna be a hell of an athlete, which he is, but you gotta punch. Because that what that mean is when you like this, when you stepping into your shot, that's what it means. You punching through the target. If you fighting like this and you linked over like this, you're not punching. You're not looking. Your offensive attack isn't looking to throw combinations and look pretty and get out the way, right? Because it's gonna be hard for you to get off and get out of there. You know what I'm saying? Even he's a great athlete. It's gonna be hard for him to move his hands and get out of there. All your weight on your front foot. So if you are gonna move, you're gonna throw a shot. And you're gonna like when Floyd fought Baltimore, he threw like one or two good shots. And he leaned out of there and he clinched Baltimore underneath. So if he is gonna fight like this, bro, you know you're gonna have to get up under him and hold him. You're gonna have to lean in with a good right hand and hold him. And his stance is I mean, you can look at some other fights, bro. Hold on. His stance, bro, I really never really noticed it, bro. But his stance that he got, bro, it doesn't really it's for a puncher, bro. It's for a puncher. Just look how he is here. He always linked over. He always on the front leg. But it's not like a front foot thing where he being aggressive and he getting in there and he fight on the inside like a Chavez or, you know, like that. He always leaning in. Always. When he attack, bro, his legs are pretty good, but his torso is kind of like, he kind of remind me of Wilder, kind of off balance. His top waist ain't matching with the legs. It ain't meshing. You know, and you get in there, bro. He got in there with Hector Garcia. He couldn't get away with this. You see this right here? As soon as that hand came back, it dropped, man. Hector Garcia, bink, bink, bink. You gotta have that hand up there. The hand gotta be holding the phone. And one of the advantages to holding the phone, obviously, when you hold the phone, you're able to defend. And if you don't see something coming, guess what? You're able to defend it. Even if he said, you know what, I'm gonna go here, that elbow posted block here when you holding the phone, you're able to parry it a little bit. You know what I'm saying? But when he bring his hand back, I guarantee you he drops it. So guess what? You bring that hand back, you drop it, you fight Hector Luis. He said, well, we know Ishmael Salas said, you know what? We know he gonna drop the hand. Bink, bink. Bink, bink. And guess what? He can't get out the way of it. If he do go out the way, he gonna lean, he gonna drop down and try to get to your waist. Because if he bring that hand down and I go bink, bink, guess what? He leaning in, all his weight is here. It's not a balance where his weight is here, or it's a little bit here, or it's a little bit here. His balance, his weight is over his front foot. So when that hand don't come back home, bink, 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 Hector Garcia taking advantage of it. He get hit, he falling into the shot. So you going right into the punishment. So what it is, bro, you can't fight like that, bro, not be able to punch. I'm telling y'all, can't fight like that and not punch. You can't. You can't have all your weight on the front foot and not be defensive responsible. Look, I really noticed that in the Tug Nyambar fight. I said, man, this dude, he put too much weight on that front leg, bro. Even look when he got the wild, like the wilder stance, the wild Broner stance. Look where his torso at. He's still slightly leaning over a little bit. You don't have like a balance, like you don't have like he ain't upright like a European. That's what make him awkward, man. That's what make him awkward. That's what make him awkward, bro. And you can't get in there and have all your weight on the front foot, and you ain't no puncher. You can't do it. When you like that, bro, you a puncher. And then what he would do is he keep his weight on the front foot. He just cover up and think that's defense. But one of the things he had to learn how to do, right? You can't just cover up and not nothing come there, right? And let them tee off on you. When you in those type of positions, bro, you have to make him miss and pay. And when most like 90% of these prize fighters can't counterpunch at a proficient intermediate level. That's a fact. They just cover up, they get out the way, or they throw a desperation shot. If he was able to counter him, bro, when he threw that loop and stuff, catch, shoot, or just when he looped up, just get into it, bro, it's a lot wrong there, bro. Technically, man, it's just a lot to talk about. I really know it's in the number, and I like Colbert, bro. When he was a little b-hop, when he not proud, I like him. But you can't yell you a dog. You know what I'm saying? You don't see a dog yelling he a dog. You just a fucking dog. Either you're a dog or not. You can't fight like that, bro, on this level. Look, can't get away with that, man. You get away with that with the Nyambar. Where's weight at, bro? Somebody average, like Garcia go in there and get whooped on by Roger Gutierrez next. And I can see that happening, bro. And Roger Gutierrez making it look easy. Because you find somebody who, look at this. All I got to do is shoot. You get hit right there. Look what's defense at, man. It's mind-boggling how far this kid got so far. He can get that far. But it's mind-boggling, bro. It's mind-boggling, dude. When the closer you get to an opponent, bro, the tighter the guard gotta be, bro. The closer you get look, when you outside, when you want, like, let's say y'all both in y'all corners. Guess what? He in his corner, he can't hit me. So I don't have to have my hands up. When the bell ring, we get to the closer in the ring, closer I get to the opponent, everything has to tighten up. Everything, and just look at this picture right here real quick. Look where this nigga's hands at. Here's this veteran tag. Look where his hand at. Even he off balance, but that head hey, come back here. We know he gonna tighten up this hook and come here. He got his hands up. Boxing it, man, it's so much, man, that I noticed when I used to watch this. It's so much just lacking, bro. It's a lot just lacking from these fighters, bro. And then look when he get in the corner where's look where he leaning over at. Come on. Habits become weakness. Bad habits become weaknesses, bro. When you step up in competition, and yet we didn't know it, but he stepped up in competition, he got exposed, bro. All they did was use his weight against him, bro. Can't have all your weight shifted over the top, bro. And he got exposed. And when you get closer to somebody, everything has to tighten up. When you throw a punch, it has to come back home. And at this point, he don't care. Hector don't care no more. You can't hurt me. So I'm able to push you into the corner, and I don't even have to bring this is the ultimate sign of disrespect. Just look at that picture for a minute. That's the ultimate sign of disrespect. When this happened, the fight was over. Whenever this happened, bro, the fight was over with. Josh said he looked defeated when the ref took the okay, I read that one. First time at home, and everyone thought Catterall won because he was doing good. Tobias view. I think he did win, bro, by a point, but I can't call it a robbery. And my scorecard is a point. PBC pay-per-view tune-up Palooza. I bet the bag on Garcia after the first round. Colbert all talk. Yeah, you were smart. You were smart to get on the live card. I should have got some live action too. Garcia was looking around Colbert guard all night. He wasn't bringing his hands home. He's a loopy fighter though, bro. He fought a loopy fighter in Jermall Corrales. Colbert should be fighting at 26. He can't make no damn 26. But shout out to Kid Boy. He can't make that. He too thick. He barely making 30 probably. Michael Kirksey, CJ with a dude, DMV in the bill. Shout out to DMV. Colbert is defensive careless, classic example of boxer pretending to be a power puncher. Yep, I agree with that, Javier. Colbert disappointed me considering I went to his last fight, but I got faith in him. He gonna have to make the adjustment, but you can't fight with all your weight up front and not be able to punch. Hopefully Colbert can bounce back after this tough loss. If not, he invests his money pretty good. I hear Colbert be throwing those Amir Khan combos, preset one button chin up combos. C-Dub say the curse of calling your shot before you win, saying we want Gary Russell. Yep. Catch and shoot counter style they like to use instead of slipping the counter. And they ain't even good at catching and shooting. You see when Teofimo Lopez fought Lomachenko, all that catching and shooting shit went out the window. He was just thugging it out versus Lomachenko. All that catching shit went out the window. And it did. So, I mean, went right out the window. But yeah, he made some mistakes last night, bro, and he paid for it. When you closer you get to your opponent, everything has to tighten up. And it wasn't just fatigue, bro. It was just, and then I'm a dog, I'm a beast, and if he can punch, I'm gonna do, and he can do nothing, bro. Could have cursed himself. Bad matchmaking by PBC. They forever doing bad matchmaking though. That's a fact. They forever doing bad matchmaking. Got too confident. His last fight was versus King Tug Nayumbar. His last fight was shaky. They just ignored the sign. Gutierrez missed a prime opportunity. Now you're gonna fight for pennies versus Luis Garcia in a high risk, low reward fight. Colbert should focus more on defense and speaking on the federal voice. I mean, yeah, but how can you be a great defender and all your weight over your chin over your knee damn near? And they just don't go together. Colbert versus Garcia, since he called him out. Colbert versus Gary Russell, he called out who you got. Shit, Gary Russell, that's what I seen last night. Shit, Gary Russell might stop that boy. We ain't like Gary Russell got whooped on this last fight. That nigga was out there competing in one arm. Some people thought he won one arm. Beat the hell out of Colbert with two good arms. That kid, he makes too many mistakes for Gary Russell, man. I thought I could be competitive, but shit. Hector Luis Garcia, versus Gary Russell, we get past Gutierrez, be a good one. He said if Garcia can punch, he's going on his bike and box. It's hard to box when you already in a fight. He should have been boxing from the beginning, standing in there trying to deliver the pain when you ain't got no hydrogen in your gloves, Teddy Atlas would say. PB Stable's deep. It's what we want to see. Championship fights need to be competitive. This wasn't even a championship fight. This was a fucking a late replacement. This wasn't even a championship fight. That nigga lost to the late replacement guy. He was undefeated though in an Olympian, but shit. They stable ain't deep enough with stars. You know, hey, that happened to him, but shit. They pushed the wrong clock on him. Remember on Head of State where they hit down there for Chris Rock and he punched the wrong clock on him dying and shit, and his life was just about to turn around. You know, they should have saved this ass open for April 16th for Errol Spence. Which they still none of these 3 fights is going on in April. Or the bottom 3 fights. I don't even think the 4 fights is going on, but I know of Colbert. Fondura, Lubin, Spence, Ugas, White, Fury, and Shakur Stevenson and Oscar Val. None of these fucking fights had a press conference. A Zoom, to hang out. We less than 2 months away from most of those fights, bro. Think about that for a minute. This week Batman come out, so you got 4 weeks. 5. You got 6 to Fondura, Lubin. You got 7, I think it is, the Spence Ugas, and you got 8 to Fury White, and then you got 9 to Shakur and Val, and they ain't a press conference and a Zoom. They ain't did Zoom. They ain't did no Commodore, and ain't nothing didn't happen. They ain't even promoting these fights, bro. And they ain't even promoting these fights. Shit, you charging us shit. Canelo, he ain't did a press conference. This shit, what, 9-10 weeks away? Hey man, ain't nothing shit. Charlo fight supposed to be the February 26th, bro. Yeah, March 18th. We still ain't heard nothing, bro. I don't know. Boxing might not have proof of funds at all. They were saying Colbert preparation was off. He used training camp as a fat camp. Hey, excuses. Ass whoop. We at least know Colbert has a solid chin. Yeah, nigga, man, we don't know because he didn't get hit on it. Shit, he got hit, but that nigga start running. That's his fault. Going to all these parties with all this change. That's what happens. You give a nigga something too quick. That nigga's probably a star in New York City. He go around with his chains on and going to Jackson State game, having everybody shout him out. Berlanga did that shit too. Tracy Morgan shouting you out after the Walmart payday. And go on there and get the Beast by Dre put on your ass. New York niggas better stop trying to be stars before you a star. He said he made $500,000 last night. You know what I'm saying? And then you think about me, hold on, man. Come on. Let's just slow it down, man, for a minute. Let's just slow this down for a minute, bro. Let's think about this for a minute, man. This nigga got 17 fights, and he turned pro damn near 7 years ago. It's almost 7 years since he turned pro, bro. And this nigga he barely got 2 fights for each year. He got 17 fights now. He been pro since 2015, May 29th. And this nigga barely got 2 fights a year. We talking about a prospect, bro. You want to know why he lost and why he had to use this for fat camp, bro? This nigga got 4. And then 4 of the fights came in 2015. He turned around and fought once in 16, twice in 17, twice in 18, 4 times in 19. 1, 2, 3, 4. 20 twice, 21. Come on, this dude got the volume or the pace of a established prize fighter, bro. This nigga been pro since 2015 and ain't got 20 fights to show for it. Y'all want to know why he lost last night? Not enough repetition. If he ain't hungry to fight, bro, they overpaid him. And now he ain't got nothing to fight for, bro. He don't have a hunger. I don't care about belts. And, if getting your first belt ain't important, your real belt ain't important, I tell you a lot about him. He getting a lot of money, bro. He made $500 last night. That's $250K less than Thurman. And think about that. Thurman might not got the full 750,000 because they didn't even meet the profit mark. Colbert don't got the regular, though. He just the regular. He ain't got nothing no more. Shit, he ain't the champion. Supposed to fight the champion that night. Support the channel, Cash App, $ CJ Good 313. Appreciate it. PBC did, bro. Man, he did himself dirty, bro. They don't have no fight dates, man. They got prospects moving at and contenders who never had a belt moving at the speed of snail, bro. This nigga been fighting for damn near 10 years and got 17 fights to show for him. Y'all want to know why he got whooped on? Y'all can always hit this Linktree link. Find me everywhere. It's the last episode I did on Spotify. Think about that for a minute, man. This nigga, man, we getting to the bottom of the problem, bro. Been fighting from 2015, bro, and got 17 fights and 6 knockouts. And with them 6 knockouts, he thought he was motherfucking Meteor Man with that. He thought he was Meteor Man. Who lied and told him he can punch? That boy tried to get out there and shooby-doo-wop, dee-dee-dee-dee-wop. He tried to go out there and zoom, zoom, zoom. That boy tried to go out there, knock him out the box, Chris. Knock him out the box. Come on. That boy thought he can fly. They really thought he was R. Kelly. Come on. Anytime he used it as a fat can. Hey, man, you fighting at the speed of snail. That nigga already a superstar. Al Heyman don't know how to build no prospects, bro. He don't know how to build no prospects, no champions. That nigga should have about 30 fights already. Even if he ain't got a title, he should have like 30 fights. He should have like 30 damn fights. This nigga turned around and got 17, and we asking why. We asking why. We asking why. Why? Man, let me know why. Tell me why. Come on, man. You ain't fighting enough, bro. Anything you get good at is repetition. You think if he ain't got a fight coming up, bro, you think this nigga training, that nigga at the chicken joint picking up cash, making sure the money right. This nigga, he don't care about no boxing, bro. You think getting your first belt ain't important. That's like saying having your first child ain't important. He took a page out of Zab book with that knockdown. Man, that boy, man, did the roll out and stop that. Me and my homies. He was one of what they say, like 10 kids, man. Nigga, think about that again. 10 kids living in Brooklyn, nigga. Like, just that'll motivate you. You must sharing one bathroom with 10 kids, 2 bathrooms. I like the Colbert, but that counterpunch I'm show what he was made of. He's a true journeyman. Damn. Oh, damn. But people got mad at him because of the comments he made about Wilder and picking Crawford over Smith. So be it. He gonna stand on that, bro. At least he didn't dig his hole deeper by not taking responsibility for his loss. He tried to hug old boy to make the nigga commit to a rematch. I ain't peep game while he hugged him. He tried to hug him like, hey man, like you gonna fight me again? Hell no. Hector Garcia is going to get his belt versus Roger Gutierrez. And Roger Gutierrez probably kicking himself right now for not taking that fight. Even people I know who knew him in the gym, watched him spar and all that, they couldn't believe he won last night. Excuse me. They couldn't. Hey, look, he fought 11 rounds. He fought 11 rounder. This nigga ain't even fought a full 12. Come on, man. We got, nigga, Al Heyman niggas getting upset everywhere. And the heavyweight, what's his name? Michael Coffey got upset. Man, we just got the big fish that need to get upset. Shit, that's all we need. Ugas everywhere shining and smiling. The big fish, they punching the wrong clock on some of these. For the big fish need to get upset. If he ain't gonna fight Crawford, we need to get upset. Shit. Luis Hector Garcia, man, shout out to him. He been pro since 2016, and he got 2 less fights than Colbert. If you a prospect, you gotta keep them niggas active. It ain't no excuse why Vito Mekalecki and Joey Spencer and Colbert and them they don't have they should be fighting every 3 months, bro. But when you overpay somebody, they don't have the hunger to keep doing it, bro. You think if he ain't got no fight coming up, he in the gym? Hell no. He probably taking that $500,000, investing in it. He got like a little chicken like franchise, man. That nigga ain't hungry no more, bro. He did right with his money, bro. And it's gonna be hard for him to be hungry. You paying the kid $500,000. He ain't even touched the belt yet. Come on. No wonder why he ain't got 30 fights. Look at Jermall Ennis built up the right way, hungry. And Shakur Stevenson touching a lot of money too. But he want to be great. That's the difference. Colbert a sucker. I can't call him no sucker, man. Get out of here. Why you always do the black fighters like that, Joey, man? All I can hear is the pressure running down on me, coming down on you. The pressure. Doom, doom. You know my body left. My Richard Hitchison didn't fight a whole. That's Floyd Mayweather, bro. He's called a sucker chicken. Oh man, come on, man. Somebody called Canelo chicken, Rory chicken, did we? That nigga should be fighting. Said Ennis want to be great. He watched his older brothers do it. He got a lineage on, but Hector Garcia, we gonna see if it was a fluke. He might turn around and Gutierrez might make that shit look easy, bro. I'm telling y'all, this type of shit that happen. Or Star might be born. Might be one of the two, but these niggas ain't hungry no more, bro. You got niggas who never won a title said, I don't care about a title. That's like your first title, bro. Like, how can you not care about your first title? That's important, bro. That's legacy. His is still a PBC. Yeah, he was Floyd Mayweather. Floyd Mayweather, bro. Look at this nigga face. It was one time he was in the corner. That nigga made the nastiest face like he was scared. Shit, man. Hector don't care where you from. Brooklyn, Crown Heights, Mount Vernon, Queens, Long Island, the Bronx. It don't matter how tough you is. What my boy Smackwater say, when you yell your hood, all you telling them is where to ship the body at. You know, people say, he talk too much and this, that, and shit. So did Muhammad Ali. It is before he was great. I ain't mad at Colbert for speaking his mind and telling the truth about Wilder. Shit, I think it should have been in there getting better skills. Tyson Fury did beat him. You know what I'm saying? So be it. He had an opinion. Y'all get mad because he hating on Wilder. What he say wasn't true, bro. Everybody know Wilder ain't the most skilled nigga around. He did lose to Tyson Fury. And he did lose again. So he can't be mad for the nigga's opinion. Yeah, see, he lost, man. I'm glad the nigga lost because he had an opinion on Wilder that was right. Like, Wilder came in and just stretched Tyson Fury, then cool. Get on him. Y'all mad because the nigga say, he need to hear shit from niggas like me that ain't yes man. That's a fact. Had he listened, he probably wouldn't have got beat up 3 times. Can't get mad at his opinion. It was right. He good for Colbert. He a hater. He a hater. Make me a sandwich and all that shit. I'm like 5 feet, I'm giving me some pumping nigga and, Colbert is a hater. You know what I'm saying? Make sure Beverly Rose put some mayonnaise on my pumping nigga bread on both sides. I like cheese on the top and the bottom. You know what I'm saying? Like, so what? What he said that wasn't true. The truth hurts sometimes. Sometimes it hurt when your favorite fighter get beat up on your favorite celebrity do something, your kid do something you ain't proud of. Sometimes that shit hurt, man. It's hard to face the music and not change and not create a narrative. He lost. Because he lost don't mean what he said about Wilder wasn't true. It's facts. I hate to say it too. I like Wilder. Shit, he said was true. He had some niggas that wasn't yes man. It's probably this whole shit probably would have been avoided. But nobody want to talk about how people talking about Colbert threw his brother on the boat. That nigga threw Mark Breland, the greatest nationally regarded by most people, the greatest U.S. Olympian. He's a black man. Talking about he poisoned you and all this shit, man. What happened? Crazy, me disloyal. Don't throw the towel in. He threw the towel in because he wanted you to have another opportunity. Antuanne might be the new Sean. Ain't no damn Sean Porter. What the fuck you said he's Sean Porter for? You give me out my character. That nigga ain't no damn Sean Porter. How he Sean Porter? He took away Viktor Postol jab. Like, bro, I'm not getting into that, bro. You knew Sean Porter, like, bro, that dude got skill, bro. Sean Porter wish he had the lead, had the poise that kid had. Out of here, man. Make him pay then. Make him pay. Viktor Postol, shit, didn't make him pay. You out your mind. Y'all don't be, man. Y'all boxing opinions be wild as hell, bro. That boy is technical. Very technical. Very technical. I don't know, man. Go listen to Rick Glazer. Go listen to him. Nigga hate everything. That nigga ain't nowhere near no Sean Porter, man. Sean Porter wish he was as technical as Gary Antuanne Russell. Nigga fight just like his brother. He just more brutal. Man, boy, y'all make me not want to watch boxing no more. I bet the UFC fans ain't no better. I bet that nigga put his paw in it. Look at that shit. Put his paw on his head. Look at this nigga. OnlyFans. White bar that shit, boy. Look at this nigga. This nigga walking Colbert down with his hands down. Nigga walk you down with his hands down. It's over with. That nigga don't respect him none. I bet he ain't bring this. He put his hand back on his hip probably. That nigga do not respect Colbert, bro. That nigga hands down in exchange. Look at this shit. His hands down in exchange. Nigga hands by his waist. Nigga can't respect Colbert, man. Nigga just walk up to you, nigga, with his hands down. Come on, bro. This is the most disrespectful shit I've seen all year, bro. Bro, it's more snapshots of this. He didn't have no respect for Colbert. Look at this. Hands down. But that man didn't go down. Come on, man. Hold on. Bro, this dude walking Colbert down, bro, with his hands down, bro. Like, dog. This dude is disrespectful, bro. Come on, look. Dog, every shot. That nigga don't respect him, man. That nigga, look at this is the Floyd right here, bro. That nigga got this nigga in the corner and don't even got his hands up, bro. What guy got around his neck? I can't even see that. Bro, this is the most disrespectful, bro. Nah, man. Come on, that nigga had no respect, man. Hands by his waist. That nigga had no respect, bro. That nigga had no matter how far, how close they was. He didn't. This is the only shot I seen with his hands up, bro. That had to be in the beginning, bro. Any nigga just walk you down and just start beating you up and just don't have no regard for your power, bro. That shit crazy. Hector Garcia would beat Jermall Charlo, right? Who you mean, Jermall Heron, nigga? He said, why, bro, got the... No, that's for autism awareness trunks. Yeah, he supports and he wears the trunks for, you know, a disease or whatever. So, yeah, he did autism awareness. That's autism trunk. He said he knew somebody that had autism. He doing no awareness for every fight. So, yeah, autism awareness. He does say his style have to come forward. I believe the comparison, bro, have to take one to give one. Lunge and hook, dojo Fraser. I can't see if the top will. He said, I can't wait to see if the top will time that. He's talking about Hector Luis Garcia there. And Garcia don't have any respect Colbert power. He got hit with something he liked. He'd pick them hands up. Them hands would have came all the way up. What's that Black Eyed Peas song? Hands Up. He said, no, Jermall Charlo, you smoking crack. I ain't entertaining foolishness today. It's Sunday. I'm talking about the OnlyFans. Oh, yeah, that's one of his sponsors. You know, he revealed it on social media that he had a new sponsor. He put the OnlyFans hat on. Yep, that's what it is. OnlyFans is just like, people gotta understand, OnlyFans is just not sexual. OnlyFans also have people show you how to they have people show you how to do different stuff on OnlyFans. Show you how to build bird houses and all that stuff. OnlyFans is just not pornographic, bro. A lot of people just think it's pornographic. It's not just pornographic, bro. OnlyFans shows you how to build stuff, you know, show you how to cook stuff. You know, they just started OnlyFans being sexual. That shit just started. They've been around. It's like Patreon. Patreon is pay for your services. That's basically what it is. They just turned the shit sexual. So I don't even care about no damn Danny Garcia. I'm not entertaining that foolishness, bro. Learn something new for sure. Yeah. I ain't even entertaining that Sean Porter question. I appreciate y'all who listen to this replay ad free tomorrow morning at 9 or 10 a.m. Eastern Standard Time on Spotify, Goodfella TV Podcast, Anchor Goodfella TV Podcast. Support the channel by thumbs up the video, share the video, subscribe to the channel, subscribe button, the bell icon button. Check my Detroit channel out right on YouTube. Motor City Sports Talk. I'm not entertaining Sean Porter and Gary Antuanne. There's no comparison there. None. That's disrespectful to both. So I don't know. Y'all niggas become some crazy shit, man. But you know, other than that, man, I got any questions, I'll answer some. I'm not answering no Sean Porter and no Gary Russell question. I'm not answering that question. I'm not. Because Sean Porter don't have the straight shots that Antuanne Russell got. It's no comparison, bro. None. And Antuanne Russell ain't even an athlete that Sean Porter is. So y'all niggas be picking shit up running with. Other than that, I'm about to heat my J. Alexander's up. I went to brunch today too, man. That shit was good. You know, y'all Florida niggas got like Ford Garage. I went to Ford Garage because the other brunch place was closed. I'm supposed to get some egg rolls tonight. I don't think that's happening though. So I'm gonna heat my steak up. I got some chicken fingers, but I got some steak I'm gonna cut up for the dogs and shit. You know, I said, let's see if Colbert studies film and future opponent. Yeah, you got to. That was the dumbest shit I ever heard in boxing. I don't study film. I don't need film. But any other questions, I answer. Any other questions? What we got coming up next week, though? That's the good thing. That's the what we got coming up in this weak-ass boxing schedule. Look at what we got. We got ask questions still. I answer them. Here and now. Oh, Carly fought today. I ain't no nigga fight. I've been out all day. Dennis Ho is fighting Australia March 2nd. So you want to watch that. Jose Ramirez fight Friday versus Pedraza. Joey Gonzalez on the card. Saturday, Roman Gonzalez versus Julio Cesar Martinez. That's a good fight. Michelle Lara on the card too. Irish Mike Perez still fighting. He fighting in Dubai. Rigondeaux lost this weekend, I heard. March 12th. Is that the next Saturday? Hold on. See? Yes. Hold on. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Hold on. Let me pull my calendar up. Is that the next Saturday? So it is. Yeah, I want to see Batman on Friday if I can. Yeah, I'm going to see the first early morning show. Other than that, bro, ain't nothing on the 12th. George Crowder's come back in Panama City, Panama. Yeah, man, shit really cracking. Virgil Ortiz versus McKisson, trash. Steve Rose, Berlanga, Regis Progress fighting Dubai. Kiko Martinez. Ain't nothing happening in March, bro, at all. So if you talking boxing, you better hope some shit break. But hey, other than that, appreciate the love and support. Peace.